Well, just over a week from today, Georgia primary voters will narrow down candidates in the gubernatorial race. And all week, we are profiling the top 5 candidates working to get your vote. We start tonight with Joe Hankey's profile on the Republican Hunter Hill.
We recently met Hunter Hill in North Georgia during a campaign stop at Mike's L.A.J. restaurant as he introduced himself as a Georgia native.
I'm a lifelong Georgian. I grew up here my whole life. I got a chance to go to West Point to play football, and then chose to be an infantry officer when I graduated, and then ultimately became an airborne ranger and led 5 different teams on 3 combat tours in Iraq and Afghanistan.
After serving in the Army, Hill returned to Georgia in civilian life. He began working in the real estate industry and in 2012 was elected to the first of 3 terms in the Georgia Senate. He met his wife Shannon during his first campaign at an event held at his mother's house.
She's amazing, she's smart, she's strong.
Shannon and Hunter married a year after meeting and are now parents to 2 children. Hill says his military experience and his faith are what led him into politics to begin with.
I fought on 3 combat tours overseas, and I saw that our elected leaders were letting us down. They were wasting our money on low return activities. So then I get into the Senate and I find, you know, it's career politicians, Republicans campaigning like Ronald Reagan and then governing like Barack Obama.
Hill's military background is front and center in many of his campaign ads.
I'm Hunter Hill, Army Ranger. Unlike these guys, I'm not a career politician.
And in the Senate, Hill chaired the Senate Veterans, Military, and Homeland Security Committee. Last August, he resigned from the Senate to focus on running for governor.
I'm proud of President Trump. Now the next governor has a chance to work with an administration that's going to be favorable with states on 10th Amendment issues.
The Cobb County native is now trying to talk with as many voters as possible across the entire state. He says he is listening to their vision for Georgia and sharing his own.
Going to communities all over the state where we might not have gotten to meet people yet. Our vision is simple: a more limited and focused government that delivers results for taxpayers. We want to eliminate the Georgia state income tax and then elevate K-12 education.
And when he is not delivering stump speeches on his bus tour, Hill says he enjoys spending his free time playing the drums and working out, but most importantly, the road always leads back home.
I love being with the family. You know, we're working so hard as we travel the state that when I have some downtime, I'm hanging out with Shannon and the kids.
I'm Joe Hankey, 11 Alive News.